So we were just getting ready for game 2 here at Collings Field at UBC. So Southern Oregon are now 18-4 or 19-4 after the win this morning. And Thunderbirds are 13-7. If anyone had trouble with the first stream, it might be because you might have been watching it on Facebook, and Facebook sometimes cancels the stream when there's copyright music playing. So it's best to watch the games on my YouTube channel. So just search Fast Pitch Canada Live, and you will be able to watch in full HD, and you won't have a stream interrupted. This game should be underway in probably less than 15 minutes.
Starting lineup for the UBC Thunderbirds. Batting first and playing shortstop, number 16, Mia Val. Batting second and playing center field, number 5, Caitlin Bradley Say. Batting third and playing third base, number 21, Fiona Nordquist. Batting fourth and catching for the Thunderbirds, number 20, Shay Seaver. Batting fifth, designated player, number 17, Shelby Hempel. Batting sixth, catcher, number 4, Gabby Derval. Batting seventh, second base, number 3, Caitlin Kim. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 8, Arshleen Bajwa. Batting ninth and playing right field, number 77, Avery Mawson. Playing first base, number 9, Caitlin Ames. First base, Jen McKellar, Rob Warbuck, Art Noyfeld, and Zoe Gillis. The umpires for today's games are Susan Strawford and Brett Orton. Enjoy the ball game.
So Shay Sever gets the start. Pardon me?
Is there games tomorrow?
Yep.
Same thing, 1 and 3 or more?
It's 11 and 1.
11 and 1, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is there any chance of us winning this one?
Hmm?
Is there any chance of us winning this one?
Well, I think so.
How is this team we're putting against in the league?
Well, they're ranked 5th in the U.S.
Oh, fifth
So
in the
out of
US.
250 teams.
And they're chatty.
First pitch, bit high. It's Deja Acosta leading things off. Shea Sever in the circle. Fouled away. Fouled away. It's a 1-2 count. Pitch is high. Ground ball. Throw over to 1 is in time.
Raiders number 15, Taylor Fulton.
That brings up Kaylor Fulton.
Lead it, kid.
Called strike.
Run at her, kid.
Pitch is outside. Counts 1-1. Fouled away. Count remains 1-2 with 1 out here in the top of the first. And Kieran Orquest playing third, fires it over to first to Caitlin Ng for the out. 2 away. Riley Donovan at the plate. Two away. Just missed. 1-1 count. Tracy Bell from LaBelle Fleur just delivered me a Starbucks coffee, and I'm freezing here, so I very much appreciate it. LaBelle Fleur Floor Boutique is the sponsor, which allows these streams to take place. Count is 2-1. Pitch is high. It's a 3-1 count now. Once again, Southern Oregon are ranked number 5 in the nation. And they currently sit in second place in the Cascade Conference. Going into today, UBC was sitting in 5th. Top 6 teams make the playoffs. It's a 3-2 count. Popped up. Called by Mia Volk. And that'll do it. Katie Machado is in the pitching circle. And Mia Volk is leading things off for UBC. So Mia Volk leading things off. Long fly ball. Caught by center field. 1 down. Caitlin Bradley C at the plate. Called strike, 0-2 count. Once again, that's Katie Machado in the pitching circle. Ball's high. It's a 1-2 count. Popped up. 2 away. And that brings up Kiona Norquist. Pitch is high. Two and 0 count. There are 2 away. And we're in the bottom of the first. That's going to drop in for a single. It's a base hit for Kiona Norquist, and that brings up Shea Sever. Called strike. Fouled away. Counts 0-2. One and 2 count. Throw over the one is in time, or not in, wait. Throw was not in time. So Shea Sever's on board. Runners at first and second. And that brings up Shea Sever. Oh, sorry, Shelby Kemple. Line out to center field. 2 runners stranded.
No runs, 1 hit, 2 left on base. Score still 0-0.
Top of second.
Ladies, thoughts going? Start us off, Fiver.
Caitlin Ng at first base. Caitlin Kim's at second. Third is Kiona Norquist. Mia Valk is at shortstop. Shea Sever in the pitching circle, and Gabby Dorval behind home plate.
Hey, here we go, Kayla.
Arshleen Bajwa in left field. Caitlin Bradley C at center. And Avery Mossop in right field. The count is 0-1. Throw over to one was in time. Pitch is in for a strike. Foul off. It's a 1-2 count. Count is 2-2. Counts 3-2. All the way. And the throw over to one is in time. Nicely done. Volk over to Caitlin Ng. 2 away.
You got too far. Here you go now.
Rylan Austin at the plate. Fired there, in for a strike. Hard hit ball. Knocked down by Mia Volk. What a fantastic play to keep it in the infield. But no chance at making a throw. Pitch is high. Piper Love at the plate. Fouled away. Pitch is low. The count is now 2-1. Shea Sever in the circle. Fouled off. The count is 2-2. Fouled away. Well hit ball, but foul. Count still 2-2 with 2 away here in the top of the second. Foul left. Camera survived. .32 pitches so far for Shea Sever. And that just foul.
Why not you? 3, here you go now.
Pitch looked good. Didn't get the call.
Good night, kid.
So the count is full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Full count. Popped up. And Caitlin Kim with the catch, and that'll do it.
That'll be 0 runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on base.
Oops. So this homestand this weekend, and on Wednesday they play Northwest University Eagles here at Collings Field. And then the following weekend, March 31st to April 1st, they travel down to Portland to play Warner Pacific. And then they come back for a home series with Corbin. Gabby Dorval will lead things off.
THIUNDERBIRDS number 4, Gabby Dorval.
And for a strike. Katie Machado in the pitching circle. Base hit for Gabby Dorval. That just dropped in front of center. That'll bring up Caitlin Kim. Fouled off. Fouled off. So it'll be an 0-2 count on Caitlin Kim. What a nice play. See Gabby Dorval out at second.
THIUNDERBIRDS number 8, Arceline Bajwa.
That brings up Arceline Bajwa. Pitch is high. But we'll call the strike. Fouled away. Count is 1-2. Pitch is low. 2-2 count. Pitch is high. The count is now full. Fouled off. Well past the crowd. So full count foul off for Bourgeois. Avery Mossop is on deck. Bourgeois hits into a fielder's choice. Caitlin Kim is out at second, but Bourgeois is safe at first.
77.
Let's go, Ave.
Avery Mossop at the plate. Count is 1-1. And there are 2 outs. Fouled off. Flipped over to 2. So we're heading now into the top of the 3rd inning, no score.
That'll be no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base. Score still 0-0.
Lindsay Stripling at the plate. Fouled off. Big swing and a miss. It's an 0-2 count. Long fly ball. Caitlin in with the catch. And that brings up Sarah Curling. That actually hit the fence. So no real chance for a play there. Lays down the bunt. And no play at first. No opportunity for a throw. That puts us at the top of the order for Deja Acosta. Avery Mossop with the catch. That brings up Kaylor Fulton. All the way. Pitch is high. The count is 1-1. One runner on, 2 outs. Lays down the bunt. The throw over to one. In time. Here we go at the bottom of the third. It'll be Mia Volk leading things off.
Nothing in 2 to Mia Volk. 8-2 UBC, bottom of the 6th. Winning run at the plate.
Is there a program for today's games?
If there would be, it would be on that desk over there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks. Mia Volk at the plate. Count is 1-1. Fired in there for a strike. Count is 1-2. Caitlin Bradley C is on deck. Two and one count, or two, sorry, 3-1. All the way. Count's full. Full count. Pitch was a bit low.
Receivers number 5, Caitlin Bradley Say.
So Volk with the walk. That brings up Caitlin Bradley C. With one runner on, none away. Bunts, lays it down, throw over to one, is in time. So sacrifice bunt. That brings up Keona Norquist. Runner on two with one away. Fouled away. Pitch is low. The catch is made. And Keona Norquist is retired. So that's two away for Shea Sever. And in foul territory, the catch is made. Riley Donovan, number 13 at the plate. Fouled away. Pitch is a little bit high. So it counts 1-1. Pitch. Oh, it did get the call. It was coming in high and then it just dropped right into the zone. Nice pitch for Shea Sever. To 1-2 count. Just a bit outside. Counts 2-2. Pitch is inside. The count is now full. Riley Donovan at the plate. Shea Sever in the circle. Base hit. It goes all the way to the wall. It's going to be a stand-up double. Kayla Williams coming up to the plate. Well hit ball. And that's a nice catch by Caitlin Bradley C. Fouled away. Runner on third. Just one away. Called strike. It's an 0-2 count. Fouled away. Oh, that's a rocket. Liner to left field. Scores a run. That was a great hit. Fouled up. Oh, hello. How's it going? Good to see you. Finally made it.
Crazy day. How's it going so far? Okay. I mean, the broadcasting and everything you're doing.
Yeah, this is the live broadcast here. Fouled away. The count's 0-1. Here's a microphone if you ever want to put one on. So we're just in the top of the fourth.
Okay.
There's one runner on. And one away.
Shelby start.
Got two runners on now with the walk. So Piper Love at the plate. Tip foul for the strike. Pitch is low. So the count is 1-1. Chase Ever in the circle, Piper Love at the plate. Two runners on base. With only one away here in the top of the fourth. Big cut. 1-2 count. I'll have a guest broadcaster joining me in a couple minutes. Calling ball. Fouled away. Just getting himself situated. One and two count. Runners at first and second. Fouled away. .64 pitches for Shea Sever so far in this game. Fouled up. Fouled off. It's a long bat here for Piper Love. And the count's only 1-2. Long fly ball, and that is gone. That's a 3-run shot. For Piper Love with a 3-run home run. So the Southern Oregon Raiders have put 4 runs on the board. And I have to go and deal with the wide angle camera again. Here we go. So Lindsay Bell is now into pitch. And it's Lindsay Stripling at the plate. Lindsay Bell in the circle. Fouled off. Counts 0-2. Pitch is outside. 1-2 count, 1 away. Lindsay Bell's coming in here to pitch with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. But there are no runners on. There's a 3-run home run by Love. Throws in time. Now 2 away. And that brings up number 16, Sarah Curling. I'll ground her back to the pitcher. And that'll do it.
That'll be 4 runs, 3 hits, and 1 left on base. Score is now 0-4 for the Raiders.
It'll be Shelby Kemple leading things off. Yeah. Oh, you're good to go. Just put the microphone on. So I have a guest commentator who's going to help out for the rest of the game.
Well, thank you, Thomas. This is Tommy V here. I'm sitting with Thomas B. That's kind of confusing to start things off, but we're different enough that you'll figure it out. We're both parents, and that's all we're going to tell you. Let's hope I bring some luck to the table. It was zeros for the first 3 innings, but in the top of the 4th, Southern Oregon University, the Raiders plated 4 runs, and hearing that Piper Love hit a home run is like hearing that it rained sometimes in March in Vancouver. I mean, she is something special, that player. Behind the plate, if she's catching or wherever she's playing defensively, and certainly at the plate. She had a tremendous All-American year last year, and she's doing the same kind of thing this season. Wow. Shelby Kemple is on the at the plate to lead off the bottom of the 4th for the University of British Columbia T-Birds. On deck is Gabby Dorvell, and after her it'll be Caitlin Kim. One thing I don't have, Thomas B, is the name of the pitcher for Southern Oregon, number 27.
It's
She's leading off.
Machado.
Oh, Katie Machado. Okay. I remember that name from last year.
We have count is now 2-2.
In case you've tuned in late, the way I arrived here late, Southern Oregon University is the top rated team in the CCC, the Cascade Conference. Their 8-1 conference record coming into today. And on top of that, the NAIA national rankings came out just this week, and Southern Oregon is ranked 5th in the USA. So UBC's got their hands full, but they've got half a game. 4 at-bats still. A lot of time to chalk up, well, how about 1 run per inning? It'll be tied. Inside on Gabby Dorvell for strike 1. Thomas B, I should say, is, you would think the guy's an octopus. He sets up all the cameras and the power and the Wi-Fi and the HDMI and everything you can think of that's technical. I swear when I see him walking around the park, he must have 8 arms because he's carrying cables and wires and wrenches and tools and buttons and switches, and he's amazing. And on top of that, he carries the game. So I like to sit in with him and give him a rest. He just got down a ladder. Thankfully, he didn't fall. He just climbed down.
I'm back.
The proper way. Look at the beautiful backdrop here at Collings Field at Nobel Park here on Westbrook Mall Street on the edge of the UBC campus. Gabby Dorvell draws a walk. There's something getting started.
That's Caitlin Kim coming up to the plate.
What a treat to be able to pull in here, see a big crowd. A lot of their classmates, teammates, players from other sports are here. These softball girls, they're always going to the football games and volleyball games, but it hasn't been reciprocal because for the first 3 years, or until last year, they were going out to Softball City in Surrey, BC, which is an hour's drive roughly from the campus. And you know, you can't expect students to make their way out there to watch softball games. There's a base hit through the middle. Caitlin Kim's beautiful swing comes through again. That's the one thing about a hitter like her that has great timing. She can hit pitchers of any speed, and she just makes contact and drove it right between the shortstop and third baseman. The runners on first and second. Speaking of good swings, at the plate now is Arsh Bajwa. Right on. When you see a hitter take a cut like that and the ball goes straight off the top of the bat, straight in back of the catcher,
Straight off the camera as well.
No, she's going to climb that ladder again. I tell you, I never have my pitcher throw another fastball, not right away. What Arsh is telling her is, I've got you timed perfectly, so you better mix it up. She comes fastball just outside for a 1-1 count. Oh no, umpire called a late strike, so that makes it 0-2. Now anything could be coming. Should go fastball high and in, or some kind of a movement pitch that's going to wind up on one of the corners. She's not going to give her anything down the middle, that's for sure. Not with 0-2. Ground ball high hopper, that's a tough pick. And everybody is going to be safe. The second baseman for Southern Oregon, that's, who was the second baseman over there? That's Della Acosta. She chose to get the runner who was on first base to at least get a runner out of scoring position. Now, because the ball was dropped at second and everyone's safe, the T-Birds have runners at all the bases. The tying run is at the plate.
And Avery Mossop. Bases loaded. Gabby Dorvell's on third, waiting to get driven home by Avery Mossop.
Well, there's only one out, so the T-Birds don't have to necessarily tie it up, but it sure would be nice to have a response to that 4-run top of the inning on the outside corner. Makes the count 0-2 on Massa, but Arsh also had a 0-2 count, and she found her way on base. Caitlin Kim on third. Or Gabby Dorvell on third. Kim is at second. Strike 3 taken, but that's only 2 outs. And up to the plate comes Mia Volk. Notice the knee brace. She's just overcome a meniscus injury on her right knee. Pretty good luck in the big picture, because she's been here 5 years, and that's the first serious injury to keep her out for, I think it was about 5 weeks altogether. So see how she's finding live swings again. 2 out here in the bottom of 4. Gabby Dorvell is at third base. Caitlin Kim at second, and at first is Arsh Bajwa. Mia Volk at the plate. Volk, no stranger to hitting in the clutch. Let's see how she does here. Nice pitch right down the middle.
Nice job, Katie.
Third consecutive batter to, oh no, it's not 0-2, it's 1-1. Sorry about that. Volk will use the whole ballpark. Pulls one foul, but she just as easily could go to right center field next time. Counts 1-2 here. 2 outs, bases loaded. Tying run at the plate for UBC. They're down 4-0 to the Raiders from Southern Oregon University.
So this is what everybody sees.
Change of speeds. Good idea. Not only might Volk have gone fishing for that, but also, in the worst case, she's seen 2 hard fastballs and now about 20 mile an hour less changeup. Check swing, and the ump calls strike 3. The inning's over. 3 runners stranded for UBC. The score remains 4-0, and the Thunderbirds have 3 full innings left to try to make up the difference.
Well, they have stranded a lot of base runners today.
That'll be 0 runs, 1 hit.
Left 3 on there.
Score is 0-4 for the Raiders.
Well, the earlier game, it was also not at 0-0 till around the midpoint, and then Southern Oregon started to chip away, finished that victory by a score of 6-1. It's not like they're coming in here and mercy ruling UBC. UBC showed them what kind of team they are last year in the conference tournament, when UBC were the ones to knock the Raiders out of the tournament. And that was a surprise to pretty well everybody. It told them that, yeah, UBC is getting it together, and they can beat anybody on a given day. So we're not going to give up on them here. There's 3 innings left. I know those tuning in from Southern Oregon's neighborhood don't want to see that, but for what Thomas B. and Tommy V. are getting paid, we can be a little bit partial and not feel guilty about it. Great backdrop you see there. You don't need a hitter's eye here because of the large pine trees. They go up, my gosh, they've got to be over 100 feet high. And the backdrop will continue to fill in. Down the right field line here is an apartment building 6 floors high. Well, there's actually 4, 5, 6 of them. And in front of them, between them and the field, several of them are on their patios right now watching the game. And there's an arboretum between the field, the right field foul line side, and the apartment buildings. So, you know, you got the outfield full of beautiful natural pine trees, the arboretum, a very urban look down the line, and then down the left field line, it's nothing but nature as well. Westbrook Mall Drive goes between a bunch of tall trees, not as tall as the outfield trees. And that's the setting. And there's fans down both lines of both sides of the field.
So it's Deja Acosta leading things off.
Second baseman for Southern Oregon. She's the leadoff hitter and the leadoff hitter in the lineup and in this inning, the top of the 5th. The sun is out. The field is dry now. It's cool, don't get me wrong. You see most of the players have long sleeves on, but for March in Vancouver, you'll take this any time in order to get the games in. Last year they got rained out for the whole month pretty well, in the month of March. A nice bunt place. No one's going to get her out. Don't throw it. Yeah, got to be careful on those plays. If you know it's a good bunt, don't waste a throw because you might zing it into right field and cost your team another 60 feet. So Acosta reaches on a perfectly placed bunt. It had backspin on it, went out about 7 feet in front of the plate and then just sat there. No one was going to get to that ball in time, not the way she runs. Up now is the number 2 hitter, Kayla Fulton. She plays left field. Nice to see the Canadian and the American flags flying at the top of their poles on each side of center field. The U.S. flag on the right field side, that's the dugout of the visiting Raiders, and the Canadian flag on the left field side where the home dugout lies.
I guess they did have a discussion as to whether the throw was on time at first, but obviously she's safe.
I don't think there's any question. Not the way that kid runs. Got to pick your battles, but that's fine. Coaches have the right to ask. We can't exactly call New York and get a ruling on it, but we can ask another umpire. There's a strike right down the middle.
Nice.
Lindsay Bell on the mound, checking her signs on her wrist. I'll explain that in a minute. Kind of a slapper left-handed swing. Looks like she's got that in her arsenal, just to kind of almost start running as she's hitting the way Ichiro used to do it in the major leagues when he compiled 3,000 hits in his lifetime between Japan and the USA. The catcher gives a series of signs. That's Gabby Dorval behind the plate, and it's always a mix-up, and the pitcher has to check the patch on her arm to see maybe, it could be, for example, if Gabby, the catcher, flashed a 1 finger and then 2 fingers and then back to 1, maybe 2 fingers of the same means a curveball, or a total of 4 means a changeup. That's what's that information on the patch. That's why they need it, because who could remember all that crazy stuff? The reason they do that is, especially now that there's a runner on second, you don't want the runner picking up a very simple sign, such as a catcher flashing 1 finger and nothing else. That means fastball, and the runner on second could pass that information somehow to the hitter with a tricky sign. Clap 4 times or whatever it's going to be. But they can't guess because there's too many options. Kayla Fulton trying that slap approach, brings her to a 2-2 count now. She chokes up. She's going to stick with contact here. Left side should be in, because if the ball bounces more than twice, they're not going to throw her out. So just take your chance, sacrifice some east-west range, and get to that ball she's going to hit. Because when she makes contact, she's about 2 steps out of the box already.
It looked like a swing to me, but no appeal.
Hard, I agree. They get away with a lot, those lefty slappers, Thomas. Were you a left-handed hitter or a righty? What were you?
What's that?
Were you a left or a right-handed hitter?
I am a right-handed hitter.
Still hitting, all right. Yeah, I shouldn't have put you in the past tense there. That was a real good at-bat by Kayla Fulton. Fouled a few off, swung at the ones close, and wound up drawing a walk. And that's what they're trying to do, is separate themselves from UBC. They know UBC is capable of putting together 4 runs over 3 innings, so they want to put some insurance runs on the board. With nobody out and the 3-hitter coming up, it does present an interesting question. Normally in softball, you'd see them bunt, but do you put the number 3 batter in the number 3 spot in the lineup so that she can bunt? Not usually, but let's see what Southern Oregon chooses to do. They've got a 4-run cushion, so they could let her swing away and score a run, advance the runners maybe on a pulled ground ball or a deep fly ball. But that's what both sides are talking about right now, and in the meantime, Shelby Kemple is going to replace Lindsay Bell. Lindsay did a super job out there. UBC has 3 pitchers that take care of most of the business on the mound. 2 that you've seen this game so far. And of course, Shea Seaver has thrown about half the innings this year for the T-Birds. I wasn't here. Did Shea Seaver pitch the first game today?
Second one.
Second game? Okay. Oh, she started
this one.
This one, okay.
It's been a long day. This was only the second
So
game.
Kemple started the first game then?
Lindsay.
Lindsay Bell. Oh, she started both games then, Lindsay. So how about that? Nice to have those kinds of options. I like the pitching change. You know, it gives the hitters just a different look. It doesn't mean that one pitcher's better than the other. And on a given day, some pitchers are just right. They could be your best pitcher or your worst pitcher, but they could be just right for the team they're facing. Riley Donovan is the DH, so to speak, that softball uses. DP is the position. Riley Donovan is a power hitter. I saw her catch last year. It's just fouled on the right field line, almost over the right field foul pole. When I was talking about Machardo hitting, because I thought she was the catcher, I just pulled in halfway through this game. I was giving her some kudos that were intended to Riley Donovan. Now that I see her name and see that she's the 3-hitter, this woman is one of the best hitters in the United States. I don't care, NCAA, NAIA, or any league you want to put her in. She can play. Nice changeup by Kemple, just missed. You're supposed to fool the hitter, not the umpire. I thought that fell in on the bottom of the zone, but Kemple confirming the sign, giving by her catcher. High, the runners are moving, throw to third, just missed her. Boy, where that throw came in, right about belt high to Keona Nordquist. That happened to, she caught the ball and her glove was almost on the helmet of the sliding runner, but the sliding runner's feet had reached the base. First base is open. I would give Donovan nothing at all good to hit. Who cares if she walks? Don't let the best hitter beat you up. Just like that. Boy, she hits the ball hard. This ball's going to go all the way to the center field fence. 2 runs are going to score, making it now 6-0 for the Raiders. The ball comes off Donovan's bat, probably close to 80 miles an hour. And to compare, Lindsay Bell was throwing in just the low 60s. I timed her a couple times before I sat down. And Shelby Kemple would be 59-60 herself. And I'm sure that ball went out faster than it came in. Great pitch on the lower corner, but Kemple can't get those corner pitches. Not yet, anyway. Well executed pitch, good call. First baseman Kayla Williams steps into the box with a runner in scoring position. That's Riley Donovan out in second base. She just knocked in 2 runs, increasing Southern Oregon's lead to 6. 6-0 in the top of the 5th. Change up right at the knees. That's where Kemple likes to throw that pitch. It's definitely Shelby's bread and butter. It has been for the 4 or 5 years she's been pitching here. I guess 4 years surrounding COVID. Another changeup just on the outside corner. Makes the count 2-1. Of course, all players in all sports were granted immunity, so to speak, over COVID. So you'll see some older players playing every sport. Basketball, NCAA tournaments on right now, softball, women. Because it didn't cost them a year or 2 of eligibility. Ground ball, oh, a high hop. Wow, that was a tough one, and lucky that Caitlin Kim didn't get it in the ear. Looked like a routine ground ball, but after the 3rd hop, it skipped right over Kim's head, or right by her right cheek. She had no chance of getting that ball. I would score it a base hit. It wasn't just a bad hop. I mean, it was a hop that went about 5 feet higher than it would have been anticipated by anybody.
Hannah Clavel at the plate.
Hey, stay hot, stay within you, hand.
We'll make another adjustment.
Kayla Williams singles, makes it first and third. Number 9, Hannah Clavel is at the plate. Still nobody out for Southern Oregon. They plated 4 runs an inning ago, and they're on the march again. 2 runs already. And don't be surprised if you see Williams take off to second base. Southern Oregon knows UBC rather well, and they're not going to suddenly just mail it in and sit on a 6-run lead. They're going to keep pushing. They'd rather see a mercy rule, the 8-run rule employed, than just exhale and give UBC a chance to catch up. Change up right down the middle.
That's a nice pitch.
Has a
Just
lot of movement.
tails off right the last second.
Sure does.
Looks like it's coming in high and then drops in the zone.
Hitters get out on their front foot. Coach is either giving her team the peace sign, or what else could 2 mean? She's facing the dugout. Number 2, she wants to hit maybe. She's not going to pinch it in the middle of an at-bat. What does she have in mind? There it goes. The V for victory. This is a baseball sign that I can't guess.
Oh, pinch runner coming in.
Ah, that's what the 2s were for. Number 22 is going to pinch run. And number 22 is Jordan Henderson. So she takes over for Williams at first. At third base is Riley Donovan, a name known in all 50 states by anybody who plays women's softball. Dynamite player. She's at third. Nobody out. 1-1 count. Just off the outside corner. Changeup is really finding its way in there. Kempo really getting a good grip on the ball. The sun's providing just enough heat to allow your hands to do what you want to that softball. Makes the count 3-2. Might see the runner take off here. She's a pinch runner, so she's obviously got speed. Break up a double play, maybe score a run. Changeup, that's foul. That's going to be just beyond the reach of Kiona Nordquist, third baseman. She got fooled. She was out on her front side. She pulled it naturally because it was a slow pitch, but fortunately for her, Hannah Clavel remains at the plate with a 3-2 count. And nobody knows what's coming out of Shelby Kemple's hand right now. Fastball. Oh, a line drive caught. Is it going to be double play? Boy, great base running by the by Southern Oregon. Everyone, the way that ball was ripped up the middle, I can't believe Campbell caught it. But you know what runners are trained to do? Not freeze on line drives. Good runners take a step back towards the base on line drives. You're going to get plenty of real estate if that ball goes through. But so many rallies end on line drives and runners getting picked off. They looked at third. Donovan was fine. She was headed back. They tried it first, but that runner also got back just in time. Boy, that's good softball. That's a well-coached team. I'm the kind of guy who would have got picked off, Thomas. I thought that was a hit. Jeez.
That was all reaction by Shelby to make that catch. Self-preservation.
Definitely some of the latter, that's for sure. At the plate now is number 24, Riley Austin, the shortstop for SOU, Southern Oregon University Raiders. Taking care of business right now on the Thunderbirds. It's 6-0. It was also 6-0 in the first game. A very surprising outside strike call there, because this ump had not been giving Campbell that corner at all today so far. Makes the count a ball and 2 strikes. There's 1 out. UBC looking for a ground ball. How about a 6-4-3 double play? Can we call that? There's a ground to the short, but it's not going to be 2. Not even going to be 1. Balk would have had to make a Derek Jeter play on that, so she backhanded it, hoping she could leap up in the air and throw it across to first. There was no way she was getting the out at second. That would have meant almost a U-turn because her back was towards second base. So she took the chance and it went off her glove. No harm, no foul. That'll go down as a single in the books. Even if Volk had a chance to make that Jeter-style play, I don't think she could have got the ball across the infield in time.
And now it's Piper Love at the plate to hit a 3-run shot
For the Raiders,
earlier in the game.
4, Rylan Austin's out. Number 2, Gabby Hankins in.
Here we go, Gabby.
Number 2, Gabby Hankin, pinch runs. Southern Oregon putting in some players off the pine, but also players that can run, so it's a win-win. Don't forget, they got 2 more games tomorrow. Don't want to get one of your better players hurt when you're nurturing a 6-run lead. Excuse me, 7-run lead, because Donovan scored on that ground ball to shortstop. Another outside strike called. Sometimes when the score starts to get spread out, umpires will spread out their strike zone as well. For both teams. See if the T-Birds can take advantage of Piper Love, the 3-run homer, already logged in this game, being pinch hit for. Or excuse me, Piper Love's at the plate. The pinch, Gabby Hankin is a pinch runner at first base. So they don't get a break from Piper Love. Oh, she waited nicely on that, and it's out to right field, and it's over the head of the right fielder. We're going to have at least 2 runs score, maybe 3. Here comes the relay. It's dropped, but the coach holds up the runners. More being a sport than anything else, because once that relay was dropped, she could have ran backwards and scored, I think, on that play. It was a slicing ball because she hesitated. The right-handed hitter, Piper Love, drove it into the gap, and it was slicing towards UBC's right fielder, and she just couldn't quite get to it, even though it was kind of tailing her way.
Looks like Taylor McRae's coming in.
The right-hander, number 27, Taylor McRae. she's thrown 5 innings this year and hit relatively well and allowed some runs. So her ERA is up around the 9 mark, but of course, when you pitch 5 innings, one big inning can really inflate your ERA. If surely, you know, she was pitching the amount of innings of some of the other pitchers, it would be, you know, more towards probably a 4.5 ERA is that kind of a pitcher that keeps you in the game. So 5 innings is too small of a sample size to make any conclusions here. Let's see how Taylor does against the number 1 ranked team in the conference and the number 5 ranked team in the USA.
Lindsay Strickling is out. Number 12.
Here we go, Faith. Let's go, Faith. There you go, Faith.
Faith Moultrie, left-handed hitter, enters the game. Runners on second and third, 8-0.
All right, now you're ready. Let's see it.
8's a bit of a magic number because in the league rules, after 5 complete innings, if a team has an 8 or more run lead, then that game will be called on the 8-run rule, it's called. It used to be called the Mercy rule, but that's not a title that the losing team wants to hear.
You're on it, 12. You're on it,
Kate is one of those nasty left-handed slappers. What a weapon if you can execute it. Left side for UBC moves in. They know that if those slappers, they hit a ground ball that hits the ground more than 2 times, no matter what, you're not going to throw them out. This time she pulls it, and it's grabbed at second base and just barely gets the out at first, but a run does score. Nice piece of hitting to pull the ball and at least score a run. RBI for the pinch hitter, Faith Moultrie. And did you see that? It was a 1-hopper to the right side. And if Caitlin Kim hadn't backhanded it and beaten her by a half a step, she would have been safe on a 1-hopper. But that's because she's running as she's making contact. Up comes Sarah Curling now, the center fielder for the Raiders. Slaps it the other way. This should end the inning. Had to stretch for it, but she kept her foot on the base. The inning's over. And Southern Oregon has put the gauntlet out there. They now have a 10-0 lead. And therefore, if UBC does not score at least 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th, this game will be ended prematurely, and the official score will be whatever the score is if UBC gets 2 or less this inning. It's starting to get cool here at the end of the day in Vancouver. Definitely baseball weather, but we're at the point now where a little bit of smoke is coming out of your mouth when you talk. That kind of a cold. Teams have a doubleheader to play tomorrow. It's earlier in the day, so should be warmer by the time the end of the second game is. Those games are at 11 a.m. and the second game scheduled for 1 o'clock, but it'll be whenever 30 minutes passes after the end of the first game. Thomas the Octopus, that's what I'm going to call you. 8-armed guy. He carries so many things and somehow puts them all together. It looks like Chevy Chase's Christmas lights in that movie. Except he didn't know what he was doing, and you know exactly what you're doing. You know where the blue cables fit and how many plugs you need, and I don't know how you do it, but what do we got, 4 cameras here? How many?
I've got 5.
5 cameras. That's awesome.
I've gone as high as 7, but it's too hard to manage with that many cameras.
Even for an octopus like you, eh? All right, so UBC is at the meat of the top of the order. 2, 3, and 4 hitters.
Rylan Austin is now in. T-Birds number 5. Caitlin Bradley Say.
Was there a pitching change for
Yes.
SOU? I missed that.
I think 27, the last hitter, is now pitching, I think. Let's see if she turns her back for us. There it is.
Oh, no, it's the same pitcher. Katie Machado. I just heard the
Caitlin Machado
scorekeeper make
pitching.
an announcement of a change, but I think that was Caitlin Bradley C.
I think so too. Nice at bat so far by Caitlin Bradley C. They call her CBC. C for Caitlin, B for Bradley, and C for her second part of her hyphenated name, TSE. CBC. Taking again, but on a 2-0 count, you might think, geez, aren't you going to get a strike? Shouldn't you be anticipating? Well, listen, we have to get 3 runs across the plate, so Caitlin has to be one of 2 others added to get that 3rd run. This is going to be a tough play. It's grabbed in the air and just beats her by a step. Nice play by number 9, the 3rd baseman who came into the game last inning. That was Hannah Clavel. Boy, she charged that well and got rid of it quick, kind of like a catcher throwing to second base. Off the bat, I thought that Caitlin Bradley C was going to find herself on first base. So,
Kiona Norquist at the plate.
Caitlin Norquist is batting .424 so far this season. The highest batting average of the regulars, and she also has the most hits. She has 25 hits in just 59 at-bats. What a season she's having so far. A lot of the defensive alignment.
That was a nice pitch.
For the T-Birds is not what we've normally seen, and that's all kind of a domino effect because Olivia Milescu, the catcher, the normal starting catcher, is out right now with a hamstring injury, and Hannah Hansen, another established veteran, is out with a version of a concussion. So we wish those two a speedy recovery, because when you take 2 of those starters out of the lineup, then everything starts to move around like crazy chess pieces that got tipped over. Finding 4 or 5 players out of their usual positions.
So it's Shea Sever with 2 away.
Sever will likely keep taking pitches until the first strike is called. There are 2 out. There are no more outs allowed for UBC, or else the game is going to be over. So she'll take until a strike. No, she swung at it. She liked that pitch. Sometimes when you find yourself in this situation, you don't want to. You're not out there to draw a walk, but you're not going to normally try to swing at anything that's not your wheelhouse pitch. Oh, was that hit hard? Line to left center. Oh, what a catch by the left fielder. She just came into the game. That was Faith Moultrie laying out like Robbie Alomar used to do for the Blue Jays. What a play. Maybe the best play we've seen this season. That was incredible.
That was stunning.
What a way to end the game. So Southern Oregon gives UBC a taste of what UBC gave them last May on May 9th. UBC won the game and knocked Southern Oregon University out of the season with a walk-off home run. A fantastic ending, and now Southern Oregon just gave us an 8-run rule, a 10-0 score victory over UBC with a spectacular play themselves. You don't see catches any better than that. That should go to Thomas. You got all those wires and cables. Send it to TSN and
oh yeah,
Sportsnet. That's the highlight of the night, as far as I'm concerned. Boy, that was pretty to watch.
Thank you to everybody who came out for both of our games. Congrats to both teams.
Tomorrow's game's at 11 a.m.
That's Pacific Coast time. Don't forget, you Easterners. Southern Oregon, I'm sure, shares the same time zone as Vancouver. I can't say that for sure, though. Little tip of the cap to the fans by Southern Oregon. Thomas looks like he's making one of those post-game little...
Oh no, I don't have any replays to play today.
Too short. You were expecting to do that in the 7th, that's why. And this game ended after 5. So again, we really thank all of you and we welcome you. That's why there's no charge for this tremendous wiring masterpiece by Thomas B. And he'll have it all up again tomorrow. He'll take it all home tonight, and he'll come and do it all over again tomorrow, early in the morning, before the teams get here. I'll tell you that. And we'll be
anyone
with
that's
you.
watching it online, they should watch it on YouTube instead of Facebook. I do stream to various different locations, but the best one is YouTube, because with Facebook, if there's ever any background music, copyright music playing in the background, Facebook will actually terminate the stream.
How about that?
But YouTube doesn't do that.
Okay. Well, there's this. There's the tip from the guy you want to hear from. So by just clicking on Watch on the respective Schedule/Results tab on the teams, that takes you to the. Where does that take you when you just click on the option of Watch when you're looking at, say, the UBC
that would take you
or Oregon
to
roster?
the YouTube channel.
To the YouTube channel.
And if you click live on the YouTube channel, you'll see the list of all upcoming live games.
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
So we hope you'll all be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be here bright and early.
Okay. And, you know, the games are both close for half a games, and you'll take that sometimes against a team of this stature from Southern Oregon. But UBC, they're not gonna just check out. They'll come back tomorrow with vim and vigor and give them a run, especially in the first game, because if I understand it right, the first 3 games of a weekend series, which is normally 4 games, the first 3 enter the conference standings, Thomas. Yep. And then
the third one is the fourth one's considered non-conference.
So
it does count in your overall statistics,
like rankings, and
but
stats.
not for the
conference
standings.
Rankings. Okay.
For the purpose of determining who makes the playoffs.
Okay. Yeah,
well,
and that's not kind of a mercy game by any stretch. A lot of good players sit the bench, but a lot of the starters play as well. The game means a lot. UBC doesn't want to get swept on their home field by anybody.
No.
And so they're going to be playing hard both games tomorrow, as will Southern Oregon University.
Well, everybody, thanks for watching.
We'll hope to see you tomorrow. We'll be here at Collings Field at Nobel Park in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Have a good Saturday night, everybody. Friday night. And we'll see you tomorrow, which is Saturday.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.